A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, the world was given Star Wars Bounty Hunters, issue number 1, written by Ethan Sachs and drawn by Paolo Vanello. Yep, totally said your name wrong. I apologize. And this new series' main story takes place after the events of The Empire Strikes Back and before the return of the Jedi. However, this issue begins with a flashback to the past, on the planet of Corellia, the outskirts of Coronet City, where the Unbroken Clan are keeping a lookout for any opposing forces who might be stupid enough to attack them. Down below, we see the infamous Trandoshan bounty hunter, Bossk, who's slicing up one of the clan's scouts. Elsewhere, Nakano Lash radios over to Bossk, informing the Trandoshan that he missed one and that the clan's scout is about to escape. Luckily, this dude doesn't get very far, as everyone's favorite bounty hunter, Boba frickin' Fett, disintegrates him to mush. But unfortunately, many members of the Unbroken Clan are now alerted to Fett's presence, and a firefight ensues. Bounty hunter Valance swings down to assist Fett, but in doing so, Valance's face is shot off amidst the shootout, exposing a patch of his cybernetic implants. Elsewhere, Nakano Lash and her team infiltrate the clan's compound. However, the team's client, Kamas, rushes through Lash in order to kill someone, but in a flash, Nakano Lash shoots Kamas dead. Unger, horrified with what had just transpired, radios both Fett and Valance, telling them they all gotta abort the mission due to Lash having just murdered the heir to the galaxy's most deadliest crime syndicate. Valance is shocked beyond belief, for how could his mentor have screwed them so bad? We now fast forward to the future. Remember that this fits right after Boba Fett managed to capture Han Solo in Carbonite and escaped Cloud City. Valance is on the planet of Batu in a Black Spire outpost, who currently is in pursuit of a group of Devarians, whom all have a bounty on them and are to be brought in alive. Unfortunately, Valance is having some difficulty as it shows that these devil-looking aliens aren't so willing to comply, and with 2 of the Devarians being killed in the process, Valance eventually has to perform some slick moves. Valance is then able to capture the last remaining Devarinian alive for payment. Valance then radios to his droid to begin searching for new active bounties, and in a matter of moments, the droid informs Valance that a bounty has been posted for his old mentor, Nakano Lash. On the moon of Logal Re, we're met with Anga, who's on her way to depart her farm in order to answer the bounty for Nakano Lash. Her partner, Lasho, tries to convince Ta'ango to forget the bounty hunter life and to just stay on the farm with her. Ta'ango explains that her twin, To'Angar, held a special connection, which is common amongst their people, and because so, she cannot let this easily slip by, and with no regrets, takes off, leaving Lasha behind. In a cantina in the Onnet sector, we pick up with Bossk, who's currently complaining about how Boba Fett was able to capture Han Solo first. Soon, Dr. Afra and her Wookiee companion, BK, enter the cantina, and immediately a knife fight ensues between BK and Bossk. Since, Trandoshans and Wookiees just love each other, Afra breaks up the fight and proceeds to offer Bossk information regarding the active bounty that's placed on Nakano Lash. Elsewhere, Syphax actually reached Valance in regards to the bounty, but surprisingly, Valance tells him that he's not interested, and with Valance declining the offer, Oris chokes out Syphax for the opportunity in doing so. Syphax agrees. Then afterwards, Syphax contacts Boba Fett, who's already en route to Jabba's palace to drop off Han Solo. And once Syphax tells Fett that the bounty's for Nakano Lash, Fett responds, saying that though he's currently busy, he's willing to make time. Star Wars Bounty Hunters issue number 1 was a really great issue. I love seeing how all the bounty hunters are 100% willing to drop just about anything to go after Nakano Lash. Like, for real. How badly did you fuck up, girl? Seeing how the story utilizes old 70s characters from the Legendverse, such as Valance, who honestly looked pretty stupid back then, but thanks to his redesign, they made him look awesome, makes me intrigued with this character because of it. Dude looks like the Terminator. So yeah, that's always a plus. And that's another thing. This issue primarily focuses on non-Skywalker characters, and I gotta give the creators all the magical jelly beans because of this. That's one of the major issues I personally had with the latest Star Wars trilogy. A majority of the plot and its characters are too heavily focused with the Skywalkers, to the point where they don't even appear as their own characters. And for me, I've always found that pretty annoying. The Star Wars universe is never ending to the nth degree, so seeing everyone working on this book, clearly making an attempt with characters such as Valance and Bossk, is really refreshing. Star Wars Bounty Hunters issue 1 gets a 9 out of 10.